In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at exactly what happened to Electro Giant, guys, and why he might not be viable anymore in Clash Royale. So we're going to be testing out the most popular Electro Giant deck, or at least this was the most popular Electro Giant deck when he was 100% meta. This one right here today. We're not going to hide it from you guys. We're going to get straight into the action because this is a very interesting topic, to me at least. 4.4 average looks across this deck, crushed, dominated. So many people were playing it. Obviously, it finished, I think, top 5 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons ago before the balance changes. But after these balance changes, guys, the Electro Giant, people were saying he wasn't going to get changed too much, but he has been hit pretty hard, I think, indirectly with these nerfs, guys. So going into it straight away, I want to say I went through the top 100 people in the world right now, and there is not a single person using Electro Giant in the top 100. That kind of surprised me because I thought he might be still used by a couple people that were really good with him, but I haven't found anyone top 100 at least right now. At the time of recording, they're using this Electro Giant deck. So we're going to get into this deck, exactly why it might not be as strong as it is, and we're going to be playing some live battles today to see if we can really get some wins or get anything going with it. And if we do lose, we want to see why we're losing to maybe understand a little bit better on what's happening with the Electro Giant, guys. If you do want to see more Clash Royale content every single day, make sure to subscribe, guys, because we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. And if you're new here, obviously you want to make sure you toss in code Diddy. It expires every 7 days, so make sure you remember to do that if you're buying the new Pass Royale. But nonetheless, let's get after it, guys. We're going to get into match number 1. We're going to be doing this in a tournament style event because we want to really see how this is going to do tournament level standard, right? And then really not many people were using it in the tournament that I was in earlier, so we got to understand this, guys. We got to know why and what is going on, because obviously I think I faced it like once or twice in the last week or so, and I used to face the Electro Giant maybe once every 4 games, right? It was a very popular deck, and we're going to get into exactly why this might be. Now, the Electro Giant receiving that nerf is going to be a massive amount of things, guys, and obviously you have to take into account what also is meta. If you think about this, guys, the Royal Hogs are one of the better win conditions in the game right now, and the Electro Giant's really not going to do anything to them, guys. The Electro Giant simply will just walk on by. So, something to consider for sure. Let's go ahead and lightning that. We will 100% take out that wizard, so then this Mega Knight gets destroyed. And right there, I mean, lightning, I think, is very solid in the meta, to be honest. Maybe Fireball outshines it. Another reason why maybe the lightning and Electro Giant's not going to be as popular. But right there, we do get some good value, and obviously he's going in with a bunch of elixirs. So we're going to go ahead and Electro Giant at the bridge. I kind of want to just see what he has in store, because if he doesn't have anything crazy, guys, we're going to go ahead and NATO this off. But the Electro Giant here might actually be able to do a bunch of damage. So right here, actually looking all right, because obviously he does not have any excellent answers. He might have placed that wrong. He did. That is not going to be the correct placement, and we're going to give him some love. So obviously this guy not having a good time against the Electro Giant, and so far it appears it's going to be still working pretty well. This Electro Giant doesn't have too much HP, but it's going to be able to take down his entire tower. We're going to go ahead and say good luck. I don't really know what else to say. That was insane, but we will 100% start this video off with a really good note there. So the Mega Knight bait deck going down right there to our Electro Giant, and obviously you see a bunch of bats, you see a skeleton army. Our deck is going to all around crush this, guys, and I do believe that we can 100% go Dark Prince. If he goes with bats, we could just go into Mother Witch, and I don't think there's going to be a very good way of him really stopping this, guys. Our Inferno Dragon will not get targeted because the Mother Witch's piggies are distracting that wizard, which is beautiful, allowing our Inferno Dragon to heat up and overall kill that Mega Knight, guys. So a really successful defense there. The wizard does pretty much go down, and our tower will be able to finish him off, and now we are certainly left with probably more elixirs than he has to hopefully get another big push in the right lane. Let's go ahead and go with our Electro Giant. Let's go ahead and get ready to NATO this away, guys. We do, all right, now let's NATO this on top of our tower and then just go with an Inferno Dragon on defense. I really don't think he's going to be able to stop this. He might go with this Skarmy, he might go with this freeze, in which case we have our bomber. He does freeze on a fence there. That is going to be very well played, but it's going to cost him his right tower. So although he was able to take a tower, Mega Knight balloon freeze is certainly not something I expected. We still are going to be able to take his tower there and overall hopefully defend. So let's see what he's got going on, guys. That was a very, very strong push, a very effective one at that, and we're going to go ahead and lightning this to get our epic lightning value there, and our tower will certainly have no issue cleaning that up. One more bullet, and there you go. The balloon takes a fall. That is what we like to see, guys. We're going to honestly push up here for the 3 crown. I don't see him stopping this. We might see a Skarmy. We might see something of the sorts. Let's go ahead and just NATO everything into this Electro Giant. That timing, that was amazing. And now we will go ahead and just place our bomber. This is going to be it, guys. Game over. That was an easy match there. He's obviously going to try and defend, it looks like, for some reason, but overall going to absolutely crush him here. This would have been a 3 crown if time allowed it, and that is a good game for game number 1. So right there, Electro Giant, honestly, even though he obviously has a little bit of less HP than he used to have, still certainly not bad there. We were able to get a nice win. Analyzing that matchup, however, I mean, we really did have a pretty severe matchup in our favor, as you see here. I mean, he had Rage Loon Freeze. That's literally it, Mega Knight Wizard. So maybe his deck wasn't the best for it. I mean, we'll go ahead and go into another match here. We'll see what Genius has in store, guys. I really want to see us maybe face some Royal Hogs or something, because obviously the Bomber did get a nerf. It's not going to be ideal. The Mother Witch got a nerf. You are seeing many cards getting weaker after those balance changes. So that could be a combination of things, reasons why this might not be as effective. Now, you also got to remember, at the time of the Electro Giant being so good, Goblin Drill was also pretty solid, guys, and the Dark Prince was one of the best answers to that. Now that Goblin Drill is not really being seen at all, the Dark Prince maybe is a little bit unnecessary in this deck. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to see what is going on here with all of this today. All right, we got the Dark Prince moving up. We're going to go ahead and go with our Mother Witch, guys. That is just too good. Predicting those bats there is going to be awesome for us, and we are honestly going to just hope for the best. The Fireball comes down, which will save him a big amount of damage there, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go for our Electro Giant, guys. If he goes anything crazy, I'm hoping we can NATO. If we do see a Tesla, that would be really unfortunate, but I think, okay, Bomb Tower, not going to be the best thing we want to see there either. Let's go ahead and Inferno Dragon is 0. I'm hoping he doesn't get back to these bats, and the Electro Giant with the Inferno Dragon here hopefully going to cause him some issues, guys. We see some Spear Goblins. That is going to be all good, and well played on him, guys. He's going to defend it all there, right there. So the Electro Giant does get a little bit of damage off, but overall you see not really having enough HP, and since the Bomb Tower there had so much HP, it took a while for our Electro Giant to kill it. And the Tesla would have been just as bad, arguably the Inferno Tower as well. We didn't really have any elixir to reset it. So could that be where this deck falls? Maybe, guys. You're going to have to really interpret this yourself and see how you feel on it, because obviously it's not being used as much for a reason. We're going to do our best to try and find that out. Let's go. Dark Prince, you're going to be able to 100% handle that Miner, and I think we are not going to go with our Mother Witch. We're going to just wait and see what this guy has in store. I think we're going to need double elixir in this matchup, assuming all of this goes well, because as you know, he had that Bomb Tower. We are going to see some wall breakers, and we're going to let those go, guys. I know that's probably a little bit risky here, but we are going to let those go. Let's go ahead and go with our Mother Witch as well. Maybe he's going to fireball this. Maybe he won't. Does he have enough elixir to fireball this? It doesn't look like he will, guys. That's going to be quite a few piggies, actually. And what we're going to do is we're going to NATO all these Spear Goblins on to try and do a little bit more damage. The Mother Witch is on that Knight. Let's go ahead and go with our Electro Giant in the back here. And we do have our Goblin Cage right here to absolutely destroy all of this on the left lane. So he probably thought he was going to get a big amount of damage with that. Not going to happen, dude. And we are going to be able to make a massive push here and hopefully take him down. So we do see the Bomb Tower coming out nice and early. Certainly a good play there. Let's go ahead, go with our Bomber. Let's go ahead and get ready to see if we can get a Knight down, guys. Can we Lightning a Knight or something? Will he Lightning, or will he go with the Knight? He does. There's the Knight. We do Lightning it, and that is exactly what we wanted, guys. We're going to go with our Dark Prince. We know he's got those Spear Goblins in cycle. He's getting another Bomb Tower down. Sadly, it will actually target that, and we're going to go ahead and NATO all these Spear Goblins together, so our Dark Prince can maybe charge up here. The Electro Giant tags that tower. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And what we're going to need to have to do is go with another Goblin Cage and Bomber, guys. The Bomber is distracting that Miner a little bit. Not really, though. The Goblin Cage will go down, so he is getting that Miner chip. What we need to do is get one more successful Electro Giant push down, and I think we might actually be able to win this thing. Not going to be easy. He's getting that Bomber ready to go, essentially. We're going to go for our Inferno Dragon. We're going to get ready to go here for our Dark Prince, and then we're going to immediately go with our other stuff, guys. So the Mother Witch here, going to be essential. The Bomber as well. The Electro Giant, who doesn't need the Lightning this time, because with that Inferno Dragon, with the Dark Prince, we almost take this thing home. We missed the NATO there, and the Dark Prince will cause us a little bit of craziness there. Does the Dark Prince take this thing, guys? Does he take it? He does not. Very, very tough situation there. Let's go ahead and go with our Electro Giant here. We need a Miner. Sorry, we need our Dark Prince down ASAP, guys. We need our Dark Prince to try and deal with this. I think he's got us. I think he's got us, guys. Our Electro Giant just did not do enough with this one, and that is going to be game over. Obviously, we probably didn't play that 100% correct, but overall, he didn't play that well either, and he still was able to come across with a win. The Bomb Tower actually doing a decent job there against the Electro Giant. Another reason why our deck just might not be as popular, guys. Minor Wall Breakers is everywhere in this deck. You really have to commit a massive amount of elixir to take out those Wall Breakers now, especially since that Bomber got nerfed. So a very rough match there. You can see why Electro Giant might not be your first deck you want to play. Especially since there's so many decks like that we just faced in the current meta because of the Royal Hogs, because of the changes that were made. So let's say good luck, and let's see what this guy's got in store. If we can win this one, maybe it's a decent deck still. If we lose, I don't know how I'm going to be feeling, guys. I do not know how I'm going to be feeling. Let's go Electro Giant in the back, first play. If he goes with his Royal Hogs or something, we'll go ahead and Bomber this, but we do see a Bomber right lane. So when we have match number 1, we had a really good matchup. Match number 2, we had an iffy matchup. And this is looking like a rough one, guys. We see the P.E.K.K.A. Once again, the P.E.K.K.A. and those type of decks are everywhere right now, guys. So this is going to be rough. Very, very tough for us to take out this P.E.K.K.A. If he has an Electro Wizard here, it is straight up over. We'll see what we can do, though. The Inferno Dragon gets pushed. Oh, yikes, guys. That P.E.K.K.A. will go down, luckily. Let's go ahead and do all this. The Inferno Dragon and all of this will be pushing up. Will we be able to make something happen here? We see a Rogue Ghost come down. Rogue Ghost is going to get annihilated, guys, by that Dark Prince, by that Mother Witch, and this will get some damage off here. It's a big amount of damage, in fact, and that is honestly not too bad. I mean, the P.E.K.K.A. there obviously going to be pretty rough for our Electro Giant, though. What we're going to need to see happen here is a Goblin Cage and a Bomber, guys. Will this Bomber be able to put in the good enough damage? I don't know. I really don't. Let's go ahead and NATO all of this in, try and take it out. That would be an excellent NATO, though. Overall, dealing with the Royal Hogs was not too bad there, as long as we had enough elixir. So he had the Flying Machine, Bomber, and Royal Hogs all in. We basically lured them in with our Goblin Cage and took them out with the Bomber. That was a very effective strategy there. Let's see what else we can get going here. So we know he's got the P.E.K.K.A. for our Electro Giant. That is really bad. So I think what we might have to do here is just go with our Lightnings. Does he have an Electro Wizard here? We see the minions. All right, cool. Inferno Dragon does lock on. Can this please? Okay, he's got Snowball. This is where I'm saying, guys, we are completely screwed if this Inferno Dragon dies. He goes down. Let's go ahead and just Dark Prince this. We barely sneaked that down in time, guys, but holy crap. Really not what you want to see there. The P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge, he knows P.E.K.K.A. minions pretty much able to take us out. He does go with the Rogue Ghost eventually. Gonna be all right for him, but let's see what he goes with as well. I'm interested, guys. I'm interested. Let's go ahead and just Bomber here. We don't really want this Royal Ghost. Once again, we don't really have anything to deal with this Royal Ghost, in fact. Let's go ahead and go with our Electro Giant, though. He's going with all of this. Very strange to me that he would do that, because obviously that's not going to be enough to take our tower down. Meanwhile, this Electro Giant moving up is going to cause major issues, guys. The Flying Machine actually doing a lot of damage on our tower. I did not expect it to do that much damage there. He is able to obviously get that P.E.K.K.A. down, but it's not going to be fast enough to the point where we are going to take his tower. And the Inferno Dragon's going to get so much value there since the P.E.K.K.A. is getting cooked up and he was not able to snowball. Let's go ahead and go with our Bomber on the back. We can expect to see the Royal Hogs. What's going to happen here is he cannot get his P.E.K.K.A. down, basically. That's what's going to have to happen, guys. We're going to go ahead and Tornado everything on top of this Electro Giant to try and get so much value with it. Nice. He's taking down a lot of things there. Let's go ahead and just Lightning as well. We need to get some Lightnings down, guys. The Lightning comes out. That'll be a huge amount of damage onto the tower. We can we can Dark Prince this. We can go with a Bomber. We certainly need to defend these Royal Hogs, guys, and we are going to be able to do it, but they do still do a ton of damage onto our tower, and we do get the win. Wow, very close match there. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's why this deck is not meta. We should not have won that. A lot of matchups here, like if you see the top leaderboards right now, the Mega Knight decks, or this deck here, like there's so many versions of P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, along with, let me find it, yeah, Mega Knight decks. There's also, let me find it, guys, let me find it. This deck right here, it's going to absolutely destroy your Electro Giant. You have the Electro Wizard, you have the Poison, it's going to annihilate you, and this is one of the more popular Mega Knight decks right now. So it's crazy to me that this deck went from so good to so bad, but I think it really is below par, guys. If I had to rate it from S to F tier, I would have to go ahead and say it's in C tier. It can work, as you saw today. We got 2 wins out of our 3 battles, but overall there, I mean, our opponents had very weird decks. We had solid matchups in a couple of them. More likely than not, though, you will not have the easiest matchup, and unless you play it perfectly, which most pro players are only capable of doing, then you're not going to have the easiest time with it, guys. So I certainly think Electro Giant took a big hit from the past balance changes, and I hope this video helped inform you more on the current situation with the Electro Giant, guys. But I do really appreciate every single one of you guys for watching until the end. If you want to see other cards, other ideas, definitely make sure to comment them down below. I'll do my best to reply to your comments and see what other videos you guys need. But hopefully you guys have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching. Master Diddy-san, out.